everyone, welcome back to Single Mother by Choice. My name is Martine, and today I'm going to answer another question from the Instagram post I shared with my community there. I asked everyone to send me questions about my process and just, what I've learned so far in my journey. And someone asked me about how I chose my donor. So first, if you haven't watched previous videos, I am CMV negative. So CMV negative, from what I understand and remember, is that it's basically a test they do to see if you've ever had the chicken pox as a child, if you have those antibodies there. And so I came up negative, so I've never had the chicken pox in my whole life. Therefore, I could only choose donors who were CMV negative, because if they were positive, meaning they had the chicken pox before, it can infect the child and cause defects and issues and things like that. So I had to only pick CMV negative donors, which really limited the pool of people that I could choose from. Secondly, I wanted to have an open donor. So you can have an open donor, which means that when my daughter is 18, she can reach out if she chooses to and find out who the donor was and, get to know him if she chooses to. That was important to me because I wanted to have that option available to her. It is not my decision whether or not she would like to meet him. I didn't want to make that choice for her. So I wanted to have an open donor in case that is something she wants to do when she's older. So again, that limited the pool even further for me. Lastly, I was just looking for someone that the questions are pretty much all the same from the different cryobanks. So I was just looking for someone that seemed genuine, which you never know if that's true or not, but they sound genuine because you can listen to their responses and sort of get a feel for their voice, their tone, see if there's any warmth in their voice. And so I was looking for someone who seemed warm and genuine and had the right intentions for donating. A couple of them I was like, oh my God, you sound like you're 19. They probably were. And I just was like, oof. And they just didn't seem to have the right intentions, right? So, and some of them were flat out, very honest, like, I'm here for the money kind of thing. So I wanted to pick someone that I thought when she's older and does actually meet them would be kind to her. And so that's what I did. And then of course I looked for, superficial things like height, because I'm thinking, I have some shorter people in my family, and I'm thinking, well, if I have, which is so sexist these days, but whatever, it's my superficial side. I was thinking if I had a boy and, I would want to give him the best chance to have some height. So I tried to find taller people, so 5'11" and up. I tried to find people who were intelligent, and somebody actually not having to do with my latest videos, my return videos, but while I was away and not posting, somebody asked me about the ethnicity of the donor and asked me if the donor was Caucasian or black, and I said, well, the donor is Caucasian. And at the time it was really honestly because, and I looked at everyone, I looked at Asian donors, Caucasian donors, I didn't have a preference in terms of ethnicity, because again too, the pool of people available to me were so small, I just had to look at everyone. So it was more about if their pictures were kind of cute and I could see, okay, adorable, again, superficial but true, intelligence, height, those things. I didn't care about eye color, hair color, curly hair, straight hair, who cares? But those things are there if that matters to you. Yeah, and that was it. But the really important things were the person sounding genuine, warm, having good intentions, because if and when my daughter meets them, I want her to have a good experience. I don't want it to be, well, hopefully have a good experience. Nobody can predict, right? But I hope that she has a good experience. I wanted to give her the best shot of having a good experience meeting the donor dad. Yeah, and so another question came up of whether or not I was going to have another baby. And if you've watched my recent videos, you know that yes, I will be trying. I'll be making a new series of videos on this. I have not yet started researching the cost because I do not have the same insurance while I'm on maternity leave. So I have to look into the financial cost of this, like how many times will I be able to try. I have to talk to the doctor and see what methods we're going to try this time, because I would rather go with the method that worked rather than starting with the pills again, the Clomid and all that stuff. Anyway, but those will be separate videos coming up once I do start the process. And I intend on starting likely in late August, because I am going to Florida for a family trip. And so that is, I think, still like a Zika zone, you know. And so the last time I went to Florida for a family wedding, I had to wait 6 to 8 weeks before TTCing. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to wait until late summer to start the process. So stay tuned for that. People are telling me I'm nuts for trying to have 2 under 3. But listen, I turned 40. Eggs are drying up. I will start, maybe I'll make a video next time about supplements I'm taking and just things that I'm trying to do to prepare for trying to conceive again, because I'm doing some of the same things that I was last time, but I'm thinking of maybe doing other things a little bit differently. So anyway, we'll talk about that in another video. That is that. Again, if you have more questions, leave them down below. You can reach me on Instagram and you can email me. All the information is in the information box. Thank you for watching. Thank you for any new subscribers, and I will see you next time. Bye.